So let me set the stage for what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Let's say you have a document pulled up on your computer and you need to print it. So you click the blue print button, but then your printer tells you that you're out of ink in one of your cartridges. So you jump in the car and head to your local store that sells ink cartridges. This is my local Staples store. And let's head inside. So here's their big wall of ink. And once you find your cartridge, you'll see that they're very expensive, $35. And some of them are even more than that. I've seen some that are around $100 just for one cartridge. Or you could have the ink arrive right on your doorstep when your printer needs it with HP Instant Ink. And this is what you get inside the box. You have this little paper, the cartridge or cartridges that they sent you, as well as a recycling envelope. And it's very easy to install. They install the same way as your other, regular standard or XL ink cartridges do. You just take out the old one and put in the new one. So what exactly is HP Instant Ink? Well, in short, it's a monthly subscription service that you pay a monthly fee to HP and they send you cartridges in the mail when your printer tells them that you need ink. And for me, they usually send the cartridges a little bit in advance. So it's not like my printer's running low and I receive ink on the same day. Usually it'll be within a few weeks before that. Now the cartridges that HP Instant Ink sends you are usually larger than standard and extra large size cartridges. And to demonstrate that, while I was at Staples, I actually bought a pack of HP 64 ink that my printer uses upstairs, and I thought we'd compare it to the HP Instant Ink cartridges. So if I just open this pack here, these standard size cartridges and the XL ones are really expensive. This pack here was $40, so $20 for each cartridge. Let's take a look at what we get for the two cartridges, and we also have an advertisement actually for HP Instant Ink. What a coincidence. So we have our cartridges here. This one says tricolor. We'll open it up. Here's the cartridge. This one is going to be the same size pretty much as the cartridge that comes in your printer. However, if you want to know how much ink your setup cartridges have, there's a website you can get to if you go to HP's website. I believe it's like, I'll link it I'll put it in the description. They tell you how much ink are in your cartridges. So from looking at that website, I know that each of these cartridges have 4 milliliters of ink inside. And we have the standard size black and the tricolor cartridges. Now, if we compare those to HP Instant Ink cartridges, they're right here. So just take a look for a second. You can see that both the black and the tricolor cartridges are in fact significantly larger. With this specific printer cartridge model, you can actually see it in the size of the cartridge. Some of them just HP put more ink into them. So when I used to buy ink for my printer, I would buy these exact cartridges. I would often have to replace them, usually it would be every few weeks, and it was very expensive. When I switched to HP Instant Ink, usually I just have to change out a cartridge or two every month or two. Sometimes I'll go like 3 months without changing out a cartridge. So that's definitely very convenient. Now, another thing you may have seen, when you purchase your printer, you may have received some free months of HP Instant Ink if you have an HP printer. HP Instant Ink is only currently available with specific models of HP inkjet printers, if you're wondering. You also may have received like a $5 prepaid card, or one of the cards like this. At least right now, a card like this is not necessary to actually get the 15 pages per month free. Which is a great plan that they offer, that you can try out HP Instant Ink for as many months as you want, with up to 15 pages per month, which is not that much, so I would assume that most customers would go for a higher plan. Now, if you do want to try out HP Instant Ink, then you can go to the link in the description and you will get 1 month of free HP Instant Ink. You know, you can't use that code multiple times, so you can't you know, sign up with the code, next month cancel it and use the same code again with the same printer. Just letting you know. But every person that uses that link to sign up for a paid plan, I did want to let you know that HP does give me 1 month free with their referral program. HP did not sponsor this video, however. So there are some other advantages to HP Instant Ink. You may have seen compatible or remanufactured cartridges for your printer online on sites such as Amazon, and those are usually not manufactured to the same grade of quality, and the ink is not going to be the same as genuine HP ink. In the future, I will be making a video comparing compatible and remanufactured cartridges to genuine HP cartridges. And I'll let you know that the HP cartridges, you know, they do a lot better usually. So now I thought I would talk about my experience with HP Instant Ink. It was about 3 years ago when I had first heard about HP Instant Ink. A family member of mine actually had been using it for 1 or 2 years at that point. And I was really getting into photography at the time. And before that I had been, you know, printing my photos at the local Walgreens or CVS, and it was, you know, quite annoying to have to go out there to print my pictures, and I wanted to be able to do it right from my home. And I looked at the ink for printers such as HP printers, Canon printers, Epson printers, and the ink is very expensive. And when I heard about HP Instant Ink, I actually bought the printer specifically for that reason. At the beginning of when I had the printer, I did not use HP Instant Ink. I wanted to see, you know, how long were the cartridges, the standard and the XL cartridges, actually going to last me. And I figured out that HP Instant Ink would save me a lot of money. And since then, my family has used HP Instant Ink, and it has been great. It has saved us hundreds of dollars in ink. I print out tons of photos. As I said, there have been days where I've printed over 300 pictures just in one day. Usually those days are rare, but I would go through tons of ink cartridges when I was buying the standard size cartridges. A few years ago, we had an HP printer that was not compatible with HP Instant Ink. It was a printer that we bought back in like 2013. And we actually upgraded to a new printer partially because of the reason, you know, for being able to use HP Instant Ink. And we ended up purchasing an HP OfficeJet Pro Premier printer, which actually came with 2 years, up to 2 years of HP Instant Ink, a $240 prepaid credit. And I'll be reviewing that printer in a future video. So, thanks for watching this video. As always, have a great day. You can always subscribe below. I hope that if you decide to try out HP Instant Ink, that you have a great experience with it, just as I have. So there are actually 2 more things I wanted to talk about that I almost forgot to include in this video. Wanted to talk about HP Instant Ink cartridge recycling, and you can also do this with other genuine HP ink cartridges and HP toner cartridges. They go to a different facility. But with your ink cartridges, if you decide to sign up for HP Instant Ink, they will provide you with these postage paid recycling envelopes where you can put 3 to 8 cartridges and mail them back to HP for recycling. If you have a regular HP printer that uses ink cartridges and you do not have HP Instant Ink, then you can also request similar mailers from HP and to recycle your cartridges. It's with the HP Planet Partners program, and they have recycled like millions of cartridges, and it is great to recycle your cartridges. They've also recycled, I believe, many million, if not billions, of plastic water bottles, which is great. The other thing I wanted to mention is if you're contemplating purchasing a printer at this time, I have a few recommendations. Now, a few years ago, I might have said to purchase a LaserJet printer because they were faster, you know, sometimes actually cheaper than inkjet printers. But nowadays, I would say that usually inkjet printers are going to be the best solution for you, especially if you're printing photos, since you can't really print photos easily with a LaserJet printer. Now, I would definitely suggest looking for a printer that is eligible with HP Instant Ink. Of course, only specific HP inkjet printers are eligible at this time. And if you are in the market for a really high performance LaserJet or color LaserJet printer, you can take a look at HP PageWide Pro printers. They are not eligible right now with HP Instant Ink, but their large volume ink cartridges may save you money that way. and also, you know, it's a color printer, uses less energy than most color LaserJet printers as well.